morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to video message number 29.
Gaze at a graveyard. Pair of panties. Oh, that sounds so good. Jeff, look at this thing.
Listen up, the ratings just came in for last month. We are number one. We just grabbed every key demographic.
Super duper, gang. Yeah. Super duper. That's nice. Way to go. Neato, gang.
Yes.
Boy, that is good news.
It is the 28th day of May, 2024. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Power Trip Morning Show. Here we are on a Tuesday morning. Hopefully for you, it's your first day of the work week. Let's see what we got to get to today. So we got Marnie Gellner. We got the Mark Rosen. We got Johnny Bones and a cast of thousands. Here's some Dimitri Martin, some comedy on a Tuesday morning. We'll get you up. We'll get you moving. We'll check in with Zacho. We'll see what's happening in the world. So you, come on in here. Hope you're feeling good. I know it's Tuesday. You probably got the Tuesday tired's. I do. But I'm glad you're here.
I still like paying with cash for stuff. It's liberating. Here's the money. Sometimes I have a $100 bill. That's kind of exciting. Except for when I pay with the 100. Now I'm under investigation. I give them the 100 and they're just like, take out this marker like they're going to catch a counterfeiter. Yeah, that's what I'm counterfeiting. When they do that, I just go, never mind, thanks. Well, you know what, never mind. Yeah, sorry. I'll pay another way here. Just give me back my 100. I'm going to pay with Bitcoin. Oh, here you go. This is just a coin with the word bit written on it. Yeah, I'm doing a bit. I'm a comedian, so it's just kind of doing a bit, you know what I mean? So it's like a play on words, kind of a little prop joke for you. So, you're a comedian? Yeah, I do stand-up. Cool. You like tell stories or like how... No, it's mostly jokes, like kind of short jokes, but then I'll have like little bits, sometimes like a scene or something. Is this one of your jokes? Actually, it is, yeah. This is a joke about you. Oh, really? Am I in your joke? You are, yeah. We're the two people in the joke. I'm playing me and you're the cashier. Ah, you do like a funny voice every time I talk? No, that's not really my style. I don't change my voice. I just change which way my head is looking, and that indicates who's talking. So this is me, and this is me. Exactly. So it sounded the same, but you see we're different people. I think I understand, just based on where you're looking. You got it.
Here we go, Tuesday, May 28th, 2024. It's the Power Trip Morning Show. I'm Corey Cove. That's Chris Hockey. There's Meat Sauce, Paul Lamberts. I think we have Zach, correct, from whatever the hell town he's in, probably Kansas-ish?
Probably. See if he's back on Axis 1. Blacko?
Hi, boys.
Jeez.
Where the hell are you?
There he is.
Kansas City, Missouri.
All right.
Because there's a Kansas City, Kansas as well. There's just a line that runs right through the town. You're on Interstate 70, and suddenly there you are. You go from being in the metropolitan to the country, just like that. Snap of your fingers.
I can't tell you guys enough. That was the worst 3.5 hour part of the 7.5 hour drive.
Well, I'm glad
I've
somebody
ever
else
had
had that
anywhere.
kind of day. Good. Let's talk more about that.
Yeah. Missouri sucks. Missouri, the state, I mean, I thought it was fine. I've been here before. I mean, the people, I guess, are fine, but they can't drive. They can't, and they all need to never drive again.
Did you see the Golden Arch? Didn't the Golden Arch make you feel better?
No, I basically took the 694 of St. Louis, so we just bypassed it because I was just trying to get here. You know, it was definitely a longer stretch of the trip, so I unfortunately did not go through St. Louis. I didn't realize I was bypassing it till I looked in my rearview mirror. I'm like, oh, there's St. Louis, darn it. But yeah, I'm miserable. That was.
Well, you didn't miss much.
That's what I keep hearing. Everybody says it's overrated.
You missed St. Louis.
Yeah, how did you miss St. Louis?
But Zacho, that you got that behind you now. You did
it.
Yeah.
I'm still getting. I'm still the amount of stupidity that I dealt with for I can't. I thought once I got out of the St. Louis area, I thought it would be better.
Please, St. Louis.
It's St. Louis.
St. Louis. I thought, and then I'm at Columbia, and it's still terrible, which is in the middle of the state. And then it's literally all the way to Kansas City. There was just the dumbest people I've ever seen on the roads.
What were they doing, Zacko?
So one time we had a line of cars about 10 to 15 deep, all going about 65 miles an hour behind this RV that was going side by side with a semi truck, and then not allowing anybody to pass. I mean, they might have been having a conversation with this semi as they're going down the road. Then they run into a semi that's going even slower in the right lane. So the RV person who's blocking everybody, all these people, myself and so many others included behind them, slows down to let the semi truck to their right pass the semi truck in the right lane that's going slower. So we all drop down to like 60 to let the semi truck go around, and we're all just trying to get around this stupid ass RV. The way. I mean, I just.
Well, hang on. You just admitted there's a whole bunch of cars that are behind this. So a whole bunch of cars were driving properly. Those are Missourians.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
and maybe the RV was from out of town. Maybe the RV had Arkansas license plate.
Okay, so maybe that RV was from out of town. How about the other 17,000 that we had to deal with the entire way? There was, I think, 3 or 4 people in my convoy, if you will, that were just trying to drive a basic speed, just trying to set the cruise. I wasn't trying to speed. I was just trying to go 70, maybe 75, something like that. But then what's crazy is it's like people here don't even know what cruise control exists, because we go up the hill and we're going, 58 miles an hour, and then we go down the hill, starting to go to 75, and then they go, oh crap, we're speeding. So then all of a sudden you see brake lights everywhere. I don't know what the rule is out here, but apparently if you go over a bridge that goes over water, we all have to go 35 miles an hour for some reason. I thought there was an accident or something, but there wasn't. There was just everybody's a freaking idiot here.
How long are you going to talk?
Isn't this a
I
punishment?
will for the entire
this
show.
is supposed to be
This
a
is
punishment.
a punishment. This isn't
Yes.
a joy.
Yeah, so
Enjoy Missouri.
all the a-holes on Twitter who are saying, oh, it's really not that bad. Go.
Now, those of you listening on the podcast cannot hear it, but I am playing Convoy by JD or CW McCall right now.
Great
you're listening
song.
live, you can hear it. Congratulations. If you're podcasting, you can't hear it, but trust me, it's funny.
Yeah, it's great.
We got a
listen
Convoy.
listen to this part.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I love this part.
Yeah, listen to her. Yeah, 6th of June. Oh, wait, what is it? Oh, it's not June yet. He's got a reefer on.
Yeah, man.
Do you have a
That's
reefer
you,
on,
Zacko.
Zacko?
I wish they did at that point.
What kind of hotel you in right now?
Got
a great big
hotel,
Convoy.
motel, Holiday Inn. So a little bit, it's good.
Are you halfway?
I'm like one of 2 people in the whole place, which the front desk lady told me.
He just
She's
said the word moink.
Moink?
A lot of people don't like the word moist. Even fewer like moink.
Yeah, what's moink?
Moink.
Oh,
That sounds pretty disgusting.
Show me your moink.
Oh, man, keep your moink to yourself.
Oh, man.
This bed is
You know what you might do?
moink everywhere.
You might want to wash your moink.
Yeah, keep your
Yeah.
moink to yourself.
Yeah, man. Let me tell you, are you squirting Hershey syrup at this point? Because when I drive long spots like that, my moink gets away from me.
No, it actually was the opposite last night. I was pretty surprised. It was in India. I was doing that, but
in India
it was
God,
India,
you
yeah.
are going the wrong way.
Man, no wonder St. Louis was in your behind you.
Yeah. How does he know which direction we're going?
Oh, Zacko.
Yeah.
So what time did you get in last night?
6-ish.
Why do you sound like you were up
So
till
Yeah,
2?
right. Why don't you just keep driving?
It's 6 o'clock. You're
Yeah.
not.
How
Get it over
slow
with.
are you going?
You had plenty of time to keep driving.
Yeah, you could have gotten to Topeka or Manhattan.
Yeah, New York.
Yeah, where Ben went to college.
Exactly. No, keep in mind I left at 11
You what? I'm sorry?
Eastern, so I left at 11 Eastern, so I was on the road for.
Yeah, keep going.
Yeah, I would drive
Almost
till
8
like
hours.
9.
I'd still be on the road with my
Where?
my
Where?
Moink.
Where? 2 hours west of Kansas City. Where is there?
Topeka.
anything? There's nothing.
Manhattan.
There's nothing,
Topeka?
guys.
There
There's
has to
nothing.
be a roadside hotel
Yeah.
somewhere.
There isn't.
I'd
I'm
stop at a
not-
rest
ugh.
area, wash my Moink, and keep on rolling.
Yeah.
No, it's a Moink.
Yeah, then slam your Moink and keep on going.
I did have. I
Go
did
to
have an
Hayes,
issue at an Illinois rest area.
Kansas. Yeah, get your Moink out.
Oh, man, if only the podcasters could hear Convoy, this segment would be even better.
So good.
It's really, it's a je ne sais quoi.
Yeah, it puts the whole thing together.
It really does.
Yeah.
Pow. Tell me about your issue at your rest stop in Illinois. What happened?
So I never knew these things existed before. It's called a cicada.
Oh,
Is that
yeah.
what-
Oh, my
is
God.
that-
Are they not the loudest?
Yes.
Play that. We can play that.
Play it on the so the podcasters can't hear
Hey,
it.
Zacho, Topeka, Kansas is another 50 miles from where you are.
Nobody says it like
On I-70.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the point?
Well, you could have driven further than quitting at 6.
Again, it was 7 in my world because of the and also I have to, do other things too. So I'm pretty content with my plan. But thank you, Paul.
Yeah, dig it, ball.
Yeah, thank you, Bob. You're driving like 3 hours a day.
You're going to get back in August.
Yeah, correct.
I drove 8 hours.
The church
yesterday,
challenge
thanks, guys.
started yesterday.
I love all the people who are suggesting various things I could have done, and I'm pretty happy with what I did.
You're mad at the road, not me.
I'm mad at a lot of things.
Why are
And
you
you.
so mad?
Yeah, dude,
It's Tuesday.
Well,
Yeah.
seriously, did you stay up real late or something?
Yeah. How?
No,
hi.
no, I went to bed very early. I just
God, the
Not-
podcasters would be
it's-
just slam dancing to some cicada right now.
Slam
If they could
dances
hear
to
it, they'd be
cicada.
slam dancing to it. Oh, but you live listeners out there,
Yeah.
ain't this the S word?
It's so good.
It's a game changer.
There goes Zach.
What a song. Sauce, you and I sang this to John Cicada, and he didn't
So
care for
did
it.
you see him at a rest stop?
Yeah, he said he saw Cicada in Missouri. Who
This
hasn't?
song Wales.
Oh man, does this make your moink tingle?
a little bit.
Are you going to drive
Hey.
another 2 hours today
Hey,
or
Jon
what?
Bonnes, put on your headphones and listen to Cicada, because if you podcast later, you're not going to
You're
hear
not
this.
gonna be able to hear it. Just another moink.
Do you think you'll make it to Topeka today?
Zach, he's talking to you, not Jon Bonnes.
No.
I am not making it to Topeka today, in case you're wondering.
I know.
Are you going to Colby? Is that your plan?
Yeah,
Oh, that's right.
which admittedly is a shorter drive, but
You know what? Take the day.
Yeah. Right. Leave about 2 in the afternoon.
Yeah, who wouldn't want to spend as much time as
Right.
possible in Colby, Kansas?
Get a late checkout.
Yeah, man. Make sure your moink is rested. Get that thing all scrubble doubled.
Corey would be in Nevada by now.
I'd be home already.
Right, yeah.
I would have powered through and done it in about 3 days.
Oh, now you're pissing him off.
Yeah, now you're going to get your
But I
morning.
mean, he got to go to the Indy 500, right? I would have kept driving that entire day. He basically had to stop for most of, if not all of Sunday. Right? It's been a slower trek for Zacho, but he's trying to make the most of it. I would have just ripped the Band-Aid off and gotten it over with as quickly as possible. Or driven straight to Las Vegas, Nevada, because the World Series of Poker starts today, and would have just camped out there for 6 days and said I was in Colby, Kansas. Yeah, I'm in Kansas. Everybody in Missouri sucks.
Yeah.
You can hear slot machines in the background.
Yeah.
Did you have some ribs last night? Did you have some barbecue
no,
from Kansas City
I
barbecue
got
last night?
in. I got in. I was not feeling too hot and went to bed.
Well,
I
you
wish I had
sound
moved.
refreshed now.
Yeah, you sound, you sound great.
I still don't feel great, but
I don't know why you're complaining. This is just a family vacation for you.
Yeah. Man.
yeah, nicest week of my life, man. It's really been great. Freaking seeing the greatest things of my life, and I don't know why this is a quote unquote punishment. Just go to hell.
Who are you mad
Go to
at?
hell, all of you. people.
Hey, you know what? You know what?
Well, how about you guys, everybody? Everybody else should just do it better than I did. How about you all go to Philly and make up your own, perfect plan?
You know what would be better, dude?
Asshole.
You know what? You know what you should do, dude? This is just a suggestion. Just go get on a Greyhound and ride that son of a bitch for 3 days straight.
Correct.
I don't know how you did that. I would have.
Oh,
Yuck.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, my Moink was all damp.
Yeah.
Most of the time.
Because the seat was always
somebody had already pissed on it. It was weird. There's a guy who, every time you stood up to go to the bathroom, he'd piss on your seat.
Yeah, which kind of turned him on.
I'm like, is this part of Greyhound's thing? Does this guy work for Greyhound?
Are you going through Denver?
I am, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, next Friday.
Why don't you just raise next Friday?
Next Friday he'll be there.
He's questioning your trip, Zach. What do you feel about that asshole over there?
Yeah, what do you feel about my Moink?
It's fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
Oh, well, good.
He knows better. That's fine.
All right, Jon Bonnes is here. It's Tuesday. Zacho is just west of St. Louis. We'll do more of the Power Trip Morning Show after this on.
That's right. Minnesota's Timberwolves home.
Oh. For today.
No, it will be tomorrow, too.
Oh, yeah, good point.
Good morning, all you Moinks.
Yeah. Good morning, Moinks.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Power Trip Morning Show. Here we are. We are live in studio. Zacho is live in...
Kinda.
Yeah, kind of.
Kinda live.
Someplace in Kansas. Johnny Bones is here. Hi, Johnny Bones.
Hi, kids.
How you doing, man?
I'm great.
Hi, Bonus.
What a weekend.
In a good way?
Yeah. It was just a playful weekend. Lots of baseball this
And
weekend.
guys, special guest Darth Vader on the phone. Mr. Vader?
Morning.
Oh, hell, you sound great, Darth. Can I call you Darth?
Mm-hmm. Top of the morning to you all.
Oh, he's Irish.
Oh, Darth's Irish.
Darth McVader.
Comedy. Yeah, man. Well, good. There you are. Anyway, Johnny Bones, you said it was a hell of a weekend. In what way?
It's just a lot of baseball games. A lot of day baseball games.
Yeah,
One
yeah,
of my favorite
right.
things in the world. So
Yep.
it would have been nice if the Wolves could have helped us out a little bit with a couple of wins.
Yeah,
but
that sucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've kind of forgotten about the Twins being playing baseball. How they doing?
they're doing real well right now. They just took they won 3 of their last 4 or
They still
5
playing
of
the
their
White
last
Sox?
6, I think. No, they're playing the Kansas City Royals, who are a surprisingly good team right now.
Oh.
And Joe Ryan had a great outing yesterday. The Twins almost blew it in the 9th, but they held on. And but this team is firing on most cylinders right now, and that's good because they're about to go on a tough road trip. So
Was that a home game or are they in Kansas
that
City?
is a home game right now. No,
that's
they are
too
not
bad.
in Kansas
That's
City.
too bad
I
for
know.
them.
I was thinking Zach kind of mistimed some things, but
I got very excited when I initially looked at the schedule because I thought it was a home game here, and I was like, "Oh hell yeah!" And no.
But
So,
if you want to, if you want a game that the Twins are following closely, you could get yourself to Denver and watch them play the Rockies are playing the Guardians this week.
yeah, I think that's the plan.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna scout for the Twins and then send them my notes.
That is definitely a top 10 stadium, I think, in my. And it's
I toured it in November. It looks
great.
really, really cool.
yeah.
So,
I mean, the entire outfield, like left field deck, is one big party area.
Is that where
and-
Angels in the Outfield was filmed?
No.
That was L.A.
Getting a tour of an empty baseball stadium in November, I'd rather have my Moink removed
Yeah, right. I'd rather,
than walk through
you
Coors
don't
Field.
have a Moink.
I don't anymore because I had it removed.
yeah.
You had 2 options.
And he did take the
I didn't want to
ladder.
go see Coors Field.
Yeah.
So see you later, Moink. Oh, man. Anything else new, Johnny Bones, or not?
Yeah, come on, man.
What else?
Any other world travels in the last week? Did you go to Thailand or
That's
something?
next week. I will not be around. I will not be
What?
around the next 2 weeks.
Where are you
Where
going
you
now?
what?
We're going to London because the Phillies are playing in London.
Oh,
We're going to
yeah.
watch the New York Mets play the Phillies
Is
in
that
London.
a brand new trip? I didn't know that was happening. You didn't clear that with us.
Yeah, no, that's been planned in the works for a while. And
Have
we're
you
also
told
going
us
to
about
we're
that?
also going to swing through New York City and watch the Twins play the Yankees. So
Are you going to see
nice
Andy?
timing. Yeah, we have absolutely. We're going to a game with Andy.
Your good friend Andy.
With our
Andy
good
likes
friend
baseball?
He's a random British guy.
I don't know
He
that
likes
he
American
likes
sports.
baseball or not likes baseball, but he's going to go see a baseball game with us.
Well, he's going to be in for a treat when you guys stay the whole time.
I will tell you. So I went with you guys to the power trip to London.
Yeah,
2
nobody
years
benefited
ago.
from that.
was really fun. It was real difficult to get tickets to that game. It was
Yeah.
very expensive.
Yeah.
It's not very expensive to get tickets to a baseball game in London.
Oh, I bet.
Is that right?
And we were like, boy, they look really expensive on StubHub, and there's not many out there. Well, that's because they're all still available for
regular
sale.
purchase.
Yeah,
No
for
kidding.
purchase. Yeah. So that is not something we have to sweat too much.
And you might still go to Brazil, right?
We are still planning on going to Brazil
To
Look at
see
this
the
guy.
You're the
Eagles
best,
and
Bonus.
Packers.
You're living
to
your life,
see the
brother.
Eagles play the Packers.
Yeah,
yes.
listen to the Hulkster.
I couldn't get to South Dakota last weekend.
Yeah.
And that is driving distance for me, not for Zach, but for me.
Zach can stop at Maple Grove.
Well, there's a baseball game.
Is that got one like those little scooters like Dumb and Dumber? Is that why this is taking so long?
You like the hog?
Yeah, no, again, I like that Zach's saying if I'm going to do this punishment, I'm going to try to have as much fun as I possibly can across the country. That is also the sign of youth, right? Because Sauce and I were talking during the break. As an older guy with kids, I just want to get home. I would be driving 18 hours a day, and I would be a danger to myself and other people on the road. Half asleep. Now, I've done 24 in the past, but that's also with somebody in the car. That's a difference maker as well. Zach,
Thanks, Kiefer.
Zach has to be by himself, right? That does change how long you can drive. You do probably lose your mind a little bit more when you're flying solo.
You'd be surprised. It's really weird. That's the weirdest part of this trip is going this far without having anybody to talk to be like, hey, look at that, like.
Yeah,
or complain about traffic.
Do that.
Yeah, I do that.
It's a lot of time with your own thoughts.
That's
Zach.
not a bad idea. Should I invite my own imaginary friend in the passenger seat?
Yeah, you should get some of those Bose glasses and just turn the recorder on and just record. Hey, look, it's good, Zach. Listen, my therapist is telling me all the time I have to spend more time by myself to get to know myself, and of course, that's leading to terrible things. But
what if you don't? Does the therapist know who I am?
But get to know yourself, just make your own decisions. Decide today to bring your ass someplace that's not on your schedule. Go a little crazy. Go someplace new. You know what? This is a problem for you, a pattern for you. Don't go again with your schedule. Go against your schedule. Go south, turn right, and then turn left again. Go against the schedule. Screw that schedule.
Okay. Mix it up a bit. I did. I really have not deviated at all.
That's a problem.
Yeah.
You gotta deviate. You deviant.
Well, I know you went and saw the Indianapolis 500, so you've got some things you're going to try and do along the way, right? That's, I mean, that's cool. You've got some activities to do on the way, right? But I don't understand why Colby, Kansas is one of those activities.
It's just
halfway between there and Denver. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, if I go any further, then I basically, I went through 15,000 different scenarios. Colby was, it had the way the driving and the getting up in the morning like this, and some of the other stuff I got to do here in the morning. I just don't want to be driving tired on my own here. If I had somebody with me, I would pound this out in a few days. But I'm at times depending on the 5-hour energy to get me through. I mean, Friday sucked too. Friday, that was only 7 hours of driving, but I was feeling it pretty in the evening. So trying to be safe here, but
all right,
gamble.
It can make you sore.
Yeah, it certainly can.
It can. It sounds like you need to diddle yourself a little, man. You're in a sour place right now.
I'm sure he's handled that.
Yeah.
Aplenty.
Is that why you're up so late?
It's the only thing keeping me.
Dear God.
Keeping me going.
Yeah, I can relate, brother.
Every state, baby.
Yeah, that's a good idea. You could get a bumper sticker for every state you jerk it in.
Yeah, you should.
I still got to go to Hawaii, guys.
Yep.
Well, then my future apologies for Zach in Colby, Kansas, and what he's about to do.
Yeah.
Front Page Sports is next. Jon Bonnes is here. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.
Hey, 6:05 Power Trip Morning Show. Here we are. It's Tuesday. Tired Tuesdays. I know you're feeling a little cranky. I get it. It's all right. Get a boat. Set it on the water. Zach, just get a boat and set it on the water. You'll feel better, man. Ain't no water.
There is a river somewhere by here, isn't there?
No, I'm sure there's one there somewhere. Yeah, sure
I would
there
guess there is.
That is Johnny Bones over there. Zach goes in Kansas City or something, and the rest of us just making our way through. Marnsey will be here later. We believe Roski will be here a little bit later as well.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, right.
He was on with Common yesterday.
Yeah, that's correct. So lots to get to in today's show. Why would we wait another moment to discuss what's going on in our wide world of sports?
Time now for Front Page Sports, presented by Holiday Station Stores.
Yeah, Holiday Station Stores. Buy a couple of Gatorades, get one free. Buy two, get one free with Gatorade. Try the new Lightning Blast flavor.
Oh, yeah.
Limited edition Lightning Blast, available only at Holiday. Check that out. Buy any two Gatorade flavors, get one free. Gatorade, your thirst quencher at Holiday.
You know what happened to me the other day, Core? You know how those Yeti cups,
Yeah.
So they have those specifically at Holiday, right? And so you can get refills in there for dirt cheap every time you go in there, if you use their cup. They had buy one, get one free of those. What a deal. I bought them both, and now I'm so hydrated I can hardly stand up.
Which means you have to stop as you drive to wherever you're driving, which means more stops at Holiday. See, genius plan by them.
Yeah. And
You have to have more potty breaks.
Yeah. And listen, if you're out there in the middle of nowhere like Zacho, you got one for drinking, one for pissing.
Yeah, one for pishing.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, know what he means?
Yeah, have you had to piss in a cup yet, Zacho?
Not yet. Not yet.
Time. Give it time. Great point.
We will look forward to that.
Good report.
The Minnesota Twins beat the Royals 6-5. Kansas City scored 4 in the ninth to put the pressure on, but the Twins closed it out. Home runs by Miranda and Larnach. Joe Ryan, 7 innings, 4 hits, 1 run, 9 strikeouts. Look it up on your phone. The Rockies beat Cleveland 8-6. So the Twins now 6.5 games behind Cleveland. Tonight, 6:40 again against the Kansas City Royals. Simeon Woods Richardson for the Twins.
Joe Ryan was absolutely brilliant last night. Simeon Woods Richardson has been one of the most pleasant surprises of the Twins season. And on top of winning 5 of their last 6, it looks like they have got Royce Lewis on track to come back here fairly soon. He's been playing with St. Paul out in, I think, at Buffalo, and then he'll continue playing this week at Rochester. Wouldn't be shocked if he joins them. He'll certainly join them, I would think, provided everything continues to go well on the next road trip. And then that's going to make for a tough roster decision because you've got the guys who are most likely to probably be impacted by his return are all the guys that have gotten big hits in this last homestand. Larnach and Kirilloff, they're the reasons they won 3 of the last 4. And Jose Miranda, also one of those key contributors. So they're going to have to make some tough decisions.
Did I see something that they might just cut Kyle Farmer?
Well, I mean, that would be another option. Another option would be cutting Manny Margot.
What?
Some veterans.
That's Hawk's guy.
Yeah.
I don't know, Margot.
Like I said, I don't. It's a tough decision because you've got 3 guys who look like they're kind of, trying to find their way to become next level players for the Twins. Some of them they're running the kind of struggles that you run into in your first or second full year in the majors, and they seem to be coming out of it right about now, which is good timing. So with Kirilloff and Larnach and Miranda. Meanwhile, the Twins are always hesitant to cut veterans in the middle of the season. They like having that depth. So I don't know what they're going to do. Oh, I mean, and also I would also suggest Edward Julian is not necessarily out of the picture as well. He's been struggling so much lately. You could see him being somebody that's sent down as well.
Wow.
The Boston Celtics are on their way to the NBA Finals after a 105-102 victory over the Indiana Pacers. Basically, all 4 games were close. The Pacers had chances in essentially all of them, give or take.
Sounds familiar.
4-game sweep, though. Yeah, pretty much us. 4-game sweep for the Boston Celtics. Jaylen Brown, 29 points. He was your Eastern Conference MVP. Derek White last night hit a tie-breaking 3 with 43 seconds to go. So, Boston on their way to the NBA Finals. The Mavs, technically, could join them tonight because the Wolves are at the Mavs. Game 4. Of course, Dallas leads 3-0. That game's at 7:30. The Wolves didn't lose 3 straight games all season long. Then they lost 3 straight to Denver. Came back and won game 6 and 7. And now they've lost 3 straight to Dallas. So we timed those 3-game losing streaks perfectly.
Right.
Come on, Scooch.
Derek Lively out for game 4.
Yeah.
After getting kneed in the nuts and kneed in the head.
Which one of them do you think makes him out?
I think his head injury is the one that technically kept him out of game 4.
Yeah. Which
Could
head,
this
which
a
head
big
hurts
loss?
the worst right now?
I'm sure both.
But how's the concussion?
DraftKings has the Mavericks as 2-point favorites. The over-under is 210.5.
Is this the last game we see Karl Anthony Towns as a Timberwolf?
Oh, come on.
Oh, come on.
No, I'm serious.
Why? Why would that happen?
I mean, I would bet you money he's traded.
I'll take that bet.
Okay.
I would too.
Okay.
How much you want to bet?
How much do you want to bet?
Name your price.
How about 50 apiece?
Sure.
Is this one of those you have inside sources that say it's trending this way, or is this just your opinion?
I don't know.
Even if you have inside sources, I don't think they're going to.
No chance.
I think they're going to run this one back. You want to do more than 50?
No.
50 is the max?
Yep.
All right, I'll bet you 50 that they don't trade him.
Okay.
So
I'm in as well. And you mean by before
Wait,
by
we need some parameters, yeah.
by opening
yeah.
day
Yeah.
next year?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Home opener.
he plays a
Season
game
opener.
as a Minnesota Timberwolf regular season
Yeah.
next season.
Yeah.
All right, that's the bet.
Sweet.
I would have added a 0 or 2 if you wanted to. No?
I mean,
Definitely.
it would be nice if just once you guys went, God, that's pretty good insight. Where'd you get that? I'm not making it up.
I just
got a
don't understand the
pretty good
logic of it.
Because they want to cut salary, right?
Who's they?
Well, if Alex and what's the other guy?
My son?
Yeah, he owns the Wolves now.
Oh, good for him.
He's the odd man out if they make a move. You can't. Nobody would take Rudy. You're not trading Anthony Edwards. He's the odd man out.
They are not tearing this thing down to save some money at this point. I can't think of anything dumber. Let me think. Twins? Maybe.
I just wish for once you wouldn't poo-poo his ideas. Just for once.
It's not my idea.
No way. No way.
I'm just telling you. You just watch.
He's just telling us, and when we asked him why, he said, because.
I have a
He
really
makes good
You
points.
I have a
asked
very
him
good
if he had a source, and you said
Very
he
good.
doesn't know.
I have a very good source.
Oh, you have very good sores on the inside of your mouth.
Well, you've got our money then
That's from
in
your
your
dad.
pocket already, so you can give us your source later.
No.
What team would cut payroll after making the
See?
winning the playoffs
Exactly.
for the first time in 20 years? How stupid would that be?
That would be pretty dumb, Zach.
That'd be real
You're
dumb.
right.
Wait a minute, though.
I can think of something dumber, though, and that would be to also make sure that your games aren't on TV.
Oh, yeah.
It is
Well,
dumb.
that's as of right now. I mean,
Yeah, the Wolves games won't be on TV either.
Sauce, how good can your source be if 50 is the most you're willing to go? If I had really good source that told me some inside
because
story, I'd
He's
bet
being
the
kind
house.
to you.
Well, because, they have to find a trade partner, but I have a pretty good source that says they are looking to move him if this goes south, and it's already going south. I'm just saying.
No, we know.
Oh, he is just saying.
I have a very good source.
He always says he's just saying.
He's just saying.
All right.
Bill Walton, dead at the age of
How about it?
71.
Louise.
2 national titles with UCLA. NBA MVP in the 77-78 season. He was on the 50th anniversary team. He was on the 75th anniversary team. He was the number 1 overall pick in 1974. Won titles with the Blazers in 77, and then again with the Boston Celtics in 86.
Yeah. Outstanding.
Yeah.
I think they were, 86-4 when he played at UCLA. They started with, 73 straight wins?
Wow.
No kidding.
Yeah. Dominant.
Yeah, good. It seemed like a good guy, didn't he?
Seemed like a good dude.
Yeah,
Great
did
guy,
he?
yeah.
Yeah,
I met him once at a a Coors Light bit when the Final Four was here. Super nice.
Is he the one that told you they're going to try to trade Cat or not? Is he your source?
No, somebody else.
Is it a local writer?
No.
It's not a writer. It's not a local journalist.
Nope.
Is
Where
it
were you
a
pooping when you got this info?
My house.
Yeah, were you? So you were texted this?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was
Fascinating.
Scooping while pooping.
Well, scooping.
Wait, what?
I don't know.
Okay. Sound like that might have involved kitty litter.
Kitty litter's the worst.
The Dallas Stars came back from an 0-2 deficit last night against Edmonton to win 5-3. Jason Robertson a hat trick. Jake Ottinger, he's one of us, 28 saves. Dallas now leads that series 2-1.
Hell yeah, go Dallas.
And they snapped something like a 16-game postseason losing streak when down 2 goals.
Oh, really?
Yep.
So this could be a Dallas double championship this year, possibly.
Could be.
Yeah, could be.
Looky
Triple
here.
because the Rangers already won.
Oh, Lordy, here.
They're
look
the
at
reigning
there.
champions right now.
Good point.
So the one team Dallas really cares about is the one that's not going to win?
Yeah, that was when Barrero had Kalashaw, Tim Kalashaw, who works for the Dallas Morning News. He said that they would give it all back for the Cowboys to win.
For sure. What
tornado
really matters
warning
is
down
next.
What's that again?
I was just saying they got a tornado warning in Dallas right now. So
Man, that's good info. If you're out there listening in Dallas,
Now you might have to stay in that hotel
eyes
room
to
all
the
day.
skies. Eyes to the
I wouldn't
skies.
drive today.
What's the weather in Poughkeepsie?
Yeah.
Thanks, Zach. What really matters is next. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.
The Fan.
All right. Good morning, everybody. We just watched the trailer for Beverly Hills Cop 4, and I can't tell you, Meats, you ruined it for me. You were so dismissive. You didn't give it a chance.
It doesn't look great.
Well, I'm not saying it looks great. I'm just saying you didn't give it a chance. You automatically assumed it was going to be bad.
Yeah, I mean, I don't remember the third one.
I'm kind of with you. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure I saw it. I don't remember it.
The first one wails.
Yes. The second one's fun, too.
Trying to remember the second one. It had Judd Hirsch in it, right? Not Judd Hirsch.
Yeah.
Judd.
The third one came out
What's the guy's name?
Judd Hirsch.
Judd Hirsch?
94.
Judd Hirsch.
No,
You're
Judd
thinking
Hirsch
of
is from
Judge
Taxi.
Reinhold.
Judge
Judd
Reinhold.
Reinhold. He's in the
Yeah,
third
yeah,
one.
Right.
That's when they went to Wonder World. Right? Isn't that what it was called?
No, Waterworld, I believe. Which I thought wasn't too bad. People gave that movie a bad rap.
I can tell you a bad movie if you want to see a bad movie.
Sure,
Anybody
sure,
want to
sure.
see a bad one?
Oh, no.
Sure, I do.
I saw If last week, right, and was like, ugh.
Yeah, you didn't like it.
I thought it was just very, very, very average.
Sure.
Really depressing. Thought it would be more fun.
Yeah.
Didn't love it. That's a masterpiece compared to Garfield.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, dear God.
It doesn't surprise me.
Yeah,
What-
Dave
what a waste of
Schwartz
time.
hammered it yesterday on Twitter. Said it was
Really?
terrible.
It is.
No,
Oh, great.
the
Dave and I
movie.
agree on something.
Yeah, the movie.
If it didn't involve, this is going to sound dumb, but stay with me. If it didn't involve Garfield, if it was just a random cat, it'd be a 0, right? The only reason people like our age saw us would even have remotely been into it is like, hey, Garfield, I kind of grew up with that a little bit.
Yeah.
It's just random nonsense. It was terrible.
Did you
Even the
take the
10-year-old
kids?
hated it. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I did take the kid.
Okay, yeah.
Yep. Wife hated it. Wife hated it. I hated it. Harper walked out and she was like, that was pretty boring. I'm like, yes, it was. You are correct,
It's
sir.
not good when kids
Not
don't like
good.
it. Yeah.
Although I'll say this, I hadn't been to Willow Creek in a while.
I love it.
Yeah, Willow Creek, Wales.
I didn't know they
Yeah.
deliver your food. Harper got
Yeah.
pizza, and I'm like, so where do we go to pick up the pizza? And she goes, just give me your ticket. We'll bring it to you. I'm like, wait a minute. They deliver your food? This is awesome.
Hidden gem.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was pretty cool.
Yeah, Hawk and I used to go there
I still
when
go
we
there.
couldn't find an earlier showing.
Yeah.
So
They'd always have early showings.
let me throw a random family under the bus.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Can you name them?
No. When you walk into a theater
Yes, sir.
Listening?
and it's obvious a movie is on, right? This isn't the previews. This is the movie, especially if it's the one that you're there to see, right? a couple and a kid walked in with about 10 minutes to go in the movie with popcorn, sodas, and they loudly were looking for their seats. They were talking as if the movie hadn't started yet. None of them looked up at the screen and saw, clearly, this movie is happening.
Yeah, there's Garfield.
Right. So then they walk up behind us and they're like, where are our seats? Loudly saying their seat numbers. Again, I don't think they were even thinking, oh, we're talking during the movie. I think they just thought this is before the movie. Then they get up to their row and realize there's people in their seats. And they're like, I think we're 15, 16, and 17, or whatever, right? They're saying their seat numbers. And everyone in the theater is like, these idiots clearly don't understand. This is the end of the movie.
Right.
And then you finally hear one of them go, I think we're in the wrong theater. It's like, no S. Get lost. Pay attention. You meat sauced it.
They meat sauced it.
They meat sauced it.
Oh, bad.
Yeah.
I actually heard somebody say to them, this movie's almost over. What now?
Are you serious?
Oh, yeah.
That's the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah, just pay attention.
Yeah.
They meat sauced
Yeah,
it.
they meat sauced it. The parents probably got high before they wanted to see it and rolled into the wrong theater. Because there's no way that movie's good sober.
Right. If that was like the moment of triumph or where tears are flowing down our face because the movie had moved us.
Because they ran Garfield over.
Right. Then I'd say maybe like, oh, okay. Luckily, no one gave a rat's ass about the final 10 minutes. They didn't ruin anything. But what if they had?
Yeah, I can't
That'd be
remember.
terrible.
Can't remember what movie I was watching, but it was like a serious drama movie. And these two older folks came in. And, it's a big theater. And I go during the day, so there's almost nobody there.
Yeah.
And they sat right in front of me for the last 20 minutes of my film. And we're just gossiping.
Yeah.
And I got up and thought about beheading them.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, and they were older, so I'm sure they were like, it wasn't easy for them to get in there, right? But I was thinking, God, I wish you'd had an accident on the way here.
Exactly. And if they made the same mistake, the other thing that I think is just egregious, not only is the movie you're about to see clearly running.
Right.
When you walk into a theater before the movie starts, all of the lights are not off.
Yeah.
Yes.
This theater was
That's
dark
on
as hell.
purpose.
Yeah, pay attention, you dummies.
And by the way, you're seeing the end of the movie you're about to watch.
Mm-hmm.
How's that good?
Yeah, was it spoiled?
Well, I didn't know what Garfield looked like.
Right.
You meat sauced it. Get lost.
This is an awfully long trailer, honey.
Yeah.
That's all right. Rub my thing.
And of course, I feel bad for the.
Wait a minute. People are going into
My
that
things.
film to thing.
Like their Moink?
Yeah.
Whose Moink's getting rubbed?
Well, mamas.
Rub my thing.
And of course, I put zero fault on the kid. So here's this 3-year-old kid going, "Where are we going?" And mom and dad have to explain to him, "Oh, we're not very bright. We're in the wrong room."
Yeah, sorry, you don't have much of a future.
Yeah. Your parents are dumb.
Pay attention.
No. Yeah, that's the worst. Anyway.
Rub my thing.
Yeah, the bad news is you're seeing the end of Garfield. The really bad news is you don't have much of a future.
Yeah.
That's right.
Matters, right?
Well, and little do they know they're going to waste an hour and a half of their life.
Yeah.
It's that bad?
It just was so dumb.
Of course, it's a Garfield movie.
Yep. If it was just called like Frank the Cat, that's how little it actually had to do with Garfield. It just happened to have the character
Frank.
Garfield. Was dumb.
Wasn't it voiced by what's his face?
Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
He voices all of
Yep.
them.
I can't blame him, man. Take that money and run.
Yep. Johnny Bones.
Yes, sir.
Angel Hernandez, the only Major League Baseball ump you can name because you think he's terrible, is retiring after 30-plus years. He debuted in 1991. He is 62 years old. He reached some kind of settlement with Major League Baseball. His last game was May 9th. He's done.
I had not heard that this was in the works. This is something that I think most baseball fans would celebrate. I mean, in general, people are paying a lot more attention to umpires because we can instantly see whether or not they were correct or incorrect in what they were doing. There's been all kinds of talk about, and in fact, they're testing different ways of, sort of regulating umpiring, especially around home plate in AAA, if you go see a game there. But, I mean, this guy was egregiously bad for decades. And it's just time to. I'm glad they finally worked out some way to help out. It was always painful to go to a baseball game and see him behind the home plate and just go, well, I guess anything goes at this point. Yep, you just never know. Here's the wild card of all wild cards right here. So
one of the things that went viral after it was announced that he was done was he threw Bryce Harper out of a game once on an awful check swing count. And Bryce Harper marches down the third baseline and screams every obscenity at him and just tells him how terrible he is at his job. It's pretty amusing.
Yeah.
He was so bad.
Yeah.
There's like an hour cut on on YouTube of just every bad ball or strike he's ever called.
His attention to detail is so piss poor. That son of a bitch walked into the end of a Garfield movie and was asking people to move because he believed they were in his seats.
Well, wait a minute. How many theaters is Garfield showing in?
It shouldn't be more than one or
Right.
two. Oh, man. What really matters, though, is this.
Great point.
That was a bad movie.
Most of the callers on the show Frasier, he was a radio host. Most of the callers were well-known, uncredited superstars.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, you knew that, Bones?
I did hear this.
That is cool.
I never knew
A
that.
lot of cameos, yeah.
That's a good idea, right? We should have one or two call this show once. Apparently, Christopher Reeve did it once. Some other people, too.
That's cool
John
because Christopher Reeve over the phone probably wouldn't be a very recognizable voice.
Right.
If you see his face, it's a no-doubter, but...
Kevin Bacon. The one lady who's got a statue here in town.
Mary Tyler Moore.
That's right. Oh, yeah, let me do it like this. The one guy who had a day off.
Matthew Broderick.
The one lady who sat by the fat guy in a sweet bathing suit.
Wait, say it again.
Oh, hang on. Don't tell me Dudley Moore and Bo Derek. Bo Derek?
No.
Dudley Moore was not a fat guy.
Hang on. Say it again, though.
The
Sat
one
next
lady
to a fat guy.
who sat by a really, really fat, wasn't he, I guess, technically not
my
a guy.
wife on our honeymoon.
Touche. Technically not a guy. He was an alien.
Oh.
And she was in a bathing suit.
Oh, Princess Leia.
Thank you. What's her real name?
Oh, got you.
Carrie Fisher.
Job of the
Carrie
Hutt.
Fisher, yeah.
And Carrie Fisher,
Yeah.
gotcha. I don't know why I thought the fat guy was in the bathing suit.
The one guy who...
You have your fetishes. No question about it.
The one guy whose proposed father-in-law wanted him dead and spiked a volleyball into the bride-to-be.
Either Robert De Niro or Ben Stiller.
Ben Stiller, thank you. The one guy who should have been nailing Scully the whole time. Probably did.
Oh, David
Duchovny.
David Duchovny, that's right, yeah. One guy who was who said, game over, man, game over.
Shoot.
He saw a bunch of tornadoes and the same cow probably
Bill
twice.
Pullman?
Twister.
Close.
Paxton.
He's dead.
Yeah, I know.
Sure
it's too
is.
bad, isn't it?
Yeah, he's...
And the one
Twisters
guy
is
who had
coming
no
out.
legs.
Hey, isn't there a Twister in
Gump?
Dallas right now, or like a tornado watch of some kind? I heard that
There
earlier.
is. Tornado
Saw
warning.
that?
Hawk, are you excited for Twisters?
Sure, I am. I like, can I tell you?
Careful. Careful.
Oh, boy.
Oh, I got a good one out of it. I didn't even say it. I got a good one.
Oh, man. I hope Helen Hunt's coming back.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Man, I'm with you. Remember when it was raining
Yep.
and she's standing there in that white T-shirt?
Of course they dressed her up in that. That's,
Well, they had to.
Yeah.
to sell tickets. Hawk
wore Twisters.
Hawk had to go back for the last 10 minutes because
Yeah.
he didn't make it.
Pause, rewind. Pause, rewind.
He was in the theater going, this is my seat.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can tell.
I only need to see the 10 minutes of this film where she's in this white T-shirt.
PWHL Minnesota against Boston.
Let's go!
Game 5 is tomorrow night in Boston. This is a winner-take-all scenario.
Hell yeah.
Hello.
Oh, hey, Randy.
First ever Walter Cup goes to the winner of that game tomorrow night.
First game 5 in PWHL history.
I wonder who Walter is.
Do you know Zacho?
I should know that.
It's based off of, or it's named after Walter Matthau because he was a gigantic hockey
Oh, I
fan.
didn't know that.
Yeah. Look it up.
The old one was the original women's hockey league was the Isabel Cup, and that was, I believe, Stanley's daughter. It's from the Stanley Cup.
The Stanley Steamer?
No, the Stanley Cups that everybody carries around.
It's
they look like
named-
Yetis.
Billionaire owner of the Dodgers and
Yeah.
single financial backer of the PWHL.
Mark Walter.
Mark Walter. Yeah, we know people who met Billie Jean King the other day. How cool is that?
Yeah, that's sweet.
Yeah, she was in town.
Yeah. That's pretty neat. That's
Yeah,
what's
she's
one
been
of
a
the biggest,
huge.
I'm sorry?
No, she's been a huge help for that, getting that league off the ground and the legitimacy, and you need somebody like that, to get corporate sponsors and stuff, and she's made that happen. So credit to her and everybody for, I think what I believe was a really, really good first season for that league. So
that's
we finally got some stability.
One of the giant names in sport history.
Mm-hmm.
No, seriously, right, Johnny Bones?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean,
oh yeah.
I was just thinking, like, is women's tennis the biggest breakthrough in terms of women's sports? I mean, that's where Venus Williams. If you ask me who are the biggest female athletes or most well-known female athletes over the decades, they almost all are women's tennis players, right? Like Martina Navratilova, I would put in there. Billie Jean King, I would put in there. Venus Williams, I'd put in there.
What
other sport has got names like that?
Maybe the closest is gymnastics, maybe. But yeah, you might be right. Tennis might be the right answer. Man, that was a great sports point.
Yeah, that was well said.
You made a really good point there. We could ask Marnie Gellner. She's going to be here in like 30. Rosie will be here in like an hour. Game 4 tonight, Mavs and Wolves. Marnie will be all over it. We could ask her about it in a little bit. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on The Fan.
The Fan.
Hey, come on, everybody. It's 6:41. It's the Power Trip Morning Show. Johnny Bones here. Marnie on her way in. Rosie a little bit later. We got Zacho on the road in Kansas City as he's doing his charge punishment. And, of course, we are home for Timberwolves basketball. It ain't over yet. Here's Mike Conley Jr. on Dallas.
They made the plays. It's been the situation for the last 3 games. They've made the plays on both ends to win the game. We have possessions where we get a good look or we get to the rim, they get a block, they come down and convert on the other end, or we get an offensive rebound and we don't get a second chance point out of it. When they're getting an offensive rebound, they're making the most of that situation, and they've just done a really good job of that in the last 3-4 minutes of the game, and something that we know we have to do better if we're going to have a chance to win.
What do you think, guys? They got a shot?
Well, when the Wolves went up 2-0 on Denver, despite them then falling apart and losing the next 3, before those 3 games went south, though, I think all of us said, I can't imagine any team on the planet beating them 4 out of 5 times.
Yeah.
Right, just because the Wolves are that good that statistically it's going to be very difficult to beat them 4 out of 5 times. Well, now that these 3 games are already gone, it's not impossible to think, well, the Mavs can just win tonight. But if you would have told me 4 games ago that the Wolves were going to get swept, I would have bet a significant amount of money that that's just not possible, especially against a team we were favored against. So part of me still says, let's wake up and win Game 4. Let's hope Dallas just doesn't quite have their foot on the pedal without Derek Lively. Maybe we finally see our best out of Cat and Ant for 1 game. We steal Game 4. At least get it back to Target Center for Game 5. Maybe put the fear of God in them if you win Game 5 and you're down 3-2. Look, everybody goes, well, it's never happened. It's 154-0, right? If you're up 3-0 in a series, it's never happened in the NBA. Well, that doesn't mean there's a 0% chance. It just means it hasn't happened yet.
Right.
I don't think this is the team to do it. I don't think we're going to do it, but I just am going to be so disappointed if we get swept.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like they're going to snipe Game 4. I don't think they're going to come back and win the series because I don't think we can beat this team 4 consecutive games because they've shown we can't stop what they're good at, right? We've had 3 games to do it, and we can't figure it out. So can we figure it out for 4 straight games? I don't think so. Can we just win 1?
Yeah,
Let's not get swept by Dallas.
Just get it back here and see what happens.
And then scare him a little bit.
Yeah, right.
Annoy Charles Barkley that he's going to have to find another suit and fly back to Minneapolis.
Right.
We can drop the whole bring ya ass thing because he's going to have to bring his butt back here, and he's not going to be thrilled about it because it looks like it's a sweep.
Yeah.
They're only 2-point favorites. The Mavericks are 2-point favorites because I think they realize without Derek Lively, this game could be a little more interesting if one other person gets in foul trouble, one other person gets injured. That's the hope, right? Just one injury in this series can change.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right? Luka gets that knee bang that he's struggled with all series. take one bad fall, and all of a sudden it's a game changer, and we can get right back in this thing.
Right,
so
they just got to win tonight.
How about just one time can we say we brought our best?
Yeah,
because so far it's 0 for 3.
You know who's
Definitely
hot?
a must-win tonight.
Who's hot?
It is a must-win. No, Zach says it's a must-win.
You know who's hot as Julie Bowen?
I love Julie Bowen.
Yeah, she's great.
Right, it's the great debate. If you even reference that she's even remotely as attractive as Sofia Vergara, then Lavelle Neal and others will throw a brick through a window.
That's an overreaction.
It hasn't happened to me yet, but it eventually
Yeah.
will. I think face for face, Julie Bowen is an absolute smoke show.
Yeah.
Big fan. What made you think of Julie Bowen?
She's in a trailer for a movie that I was watching.
Wow.
And she's getting it on with Rob Lowe. And she's standing there in her panties. And I'm like, yeah.
Oh, got it.
Yeah.
What really matters, though, is this.
How about that? Isn't it your turn?
We kind of did Wolves talk. That counts.
Why are you watching a trailer for Knife Fight?
It looks good.
It's an old film, right?
2012.
Yeah, that's what I thought. He said it was a new movie.
Well, there's another one coming out.
Yeah, Knife Fight 2.
3.
Just 12 years later.
All right. Watch whatever you want, Hogs.
Yeah, watch whatever you want.
28% on Rotten Tomatoes.
I liked it.
Knife Fight.
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing.
Anyway, it wasn't Knife Fight. It was something with Rob Lowe in it.
Did you bring your gun to that movie?
Yeah, I see what he did there. Clever. That's clever. Good. That's clever. I like
Yeah,
it.
I'm going to miss you
Very
next
good.
week. What really matters, by the way,
Ian-
in Knife Fight, she plays Peaches Odell.
Yeah, man. She's hot.
What a name.
Yeah.
Peaches Odell.
Yeah, she's a badass, and she's got some peaches on her. Tell you what. Am I right?
Yep.
Ian
This is,
Fleming.
okay, and this is super random.
Okay.
Running back Eddie George also in that movie.
Yeah, he played Peaches in My Pants.
Oh.
And David Harbour, probably before he got famous for Stranger Things, David Harbour's in that movie, too.
Played Abraham Lincoln.
Looks terrible. So, all right, so
Yeah.
Peaches Odell and Abraham Lincoln get into a knife fight.
That's right. Yeah.
That's the film?
And then Eddie George takes the knife and then just runs through a field and nobody can catch him.
Yeah, and he's killed by a penguin.
Got it. And then what the hell does Rob Lowe do in that movie?
Diddles. Just walks around
Diddles.
diddling. Just walks around diddling Napoleon.
Got it.
Dynamite.
Oh.
J.J. Walker.
What really matters, though, is this.
Speaking of Napoleon, Napoleon's parents fought against the French conquest of Corsica. Napoleon was born 3 months after the conquest was successful, thus a French citizen, and he eventually became its emperor. But his parents, man, they hated the French. Oh, the Frenchmen.
Great bit.
Thank you. I created it.
Weird. Anybody have any other thoughts on Napoleon's parents?
Man, I bet they smelled bad.
Hey, speaking of the French,
probably.
Rafael Nadal lost in the first round of the French
Frenchman.
Open for the first time ever. He's 37. This is the first time he's ever lost in round one. He said there was a, quote, big percentage that this will be his final French Open.
Oh, no, the Frenchman.
Chris, try this.
Okay.
My guess is Sauce might have seen this set. Jon Bonnes, you might not have. Let's see. You try to.
All right.
In his career, Rafael Nadal has played 116 games at the French Open. 116 matches. Okay, 116 at the old French.
Sure.
What's his record at the French Open out of 116 matches?
He's won a lot.
What is Rafael Nadal's all-time record after yesterday's loss?
I would say 90. You said 116?
116.
I would say 105 and 11.
105
Good answer.
and
Good answer.
11.
85 and an odd number.
Yeah, he's lost 30 times there.
It's actually even a prime number. Go ahead.
112 and 4.
Wow.
112 wins, now just 4 losses. He is a 14-time French Open champion.
Wow.
Good for him.
Frenchman.
Oh, Masor.
I mean, the answer to that question is, how many times has he not won the French Open? Right? In the
4.
times that he played. And the answer is apparently 4. I
Yep.
would not have thought it.
When he played.
Yeah, wow.
Wow. That's
I think
amazing.
a couple times, was it injury maybe he missed?
Yeah.
I forget. But when he's in the tournament, he's only lost 4 times.
And I think he said at one point in his career that once the younger generation starts beating him, he might quit for good.
So he, I guess, is going to play at Roland Garros one more time because of the Olympics. He's playing there this summer.
Okay.
But then after that, he believes he is not playing the French Open moving forward. We'll see.
Oh.
What really matters, though, is this.
The most venomous snake in the world is not a sea snake. You may have been told that, but that's not true.
No one ever told me that.
Yeah, no one said that.
It's the inland taipan from Australia.
Oh God!
I would have guaranteed. I'd have bet my entire personal wealth, all $39, that the most venomous snake in the world was from Australia. Though
I would have too.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it.
I thought it was. Wasn't the mamba way up there though? The black mamba, isn't it a? That's got to be a top group snake as well for venom. Isn't it? It's like crazy deadly,
I
right?
think, yeah, I think.
Wasn't that the whole killer instinct Kobe Bryant bit? Is the black mamba's unbelievably deadly if it
Isn't
bites
Killer
you?
Instinct where what's her face shows her stuff?
Yeah. No, Killer Instinct is a video game.
No, you're thinking of
Basic Instinct.
Peaches Odell and Knife Fight.
Yeah.
Jesus, what's going on, Zach?
Zach, are you?
A lot of air and wind coming from Kansas City.
Are you close to the tornado?
Are you in Canton, Dallas?
Are you in Canton, Dallas?
Yeah, the most venomous snake is an inland taipan for sure. It's fierce. It's pissed off all the time.
Here,
Probably hates being a snake.
Here, you talk about venom and snakes, and I'll be Zach from Kansas City or whatever city's in. Ready?
Yeah. Few animals strike as much fear in people as venomous snakes. The Barbara Barbarella, the blackmouth snake, the killer, the saw-scale viper. I'm being chased by Jason Voorhees.
Yes, you are.
It's my turn, right?
Yes, sir.
Tonight, Rangers and Panthers, Game 4 at 7 o'clock. That's the Eastern Conference Finals in the Stanley Cup playoffs. The Rangers have a 2-1 series lead, Game 4 tonight. What really matters, though, is the following.
The Western taipan's venom is a veritable witch's brew of toxins. It says Typoxin, a complete mix of neurotoxins, procoagulants, and myotoxins that paralyze your muscles and inhibit breathing, causing hemorrhaging in blood vessels and tissues and a massive erection.
Really?
Don't know about that last part, but I'm going to guess. How about it, man? Just give up. Like, if you look down and you've been bitten by any kind of snake, you know what, though? If I were in my garden, I don't have a garden. If I were in my garden and I was bitten by a gardener snake, I would think it was probably a Western taipan. I just lay down and die.
You just curl into the fetal position. Right, yeah.
It's it. Right. It's over.
Imagine the first snake, though, way back in the day, to bite something and then watch it kind of wobble back and forth and then drop dead. That snake must have been like, I feel strangely powerful. Right. Like, did I just bite that thing to death?
Yeah, correct.
I didn't even, I got 2 teeth in him. I barely bit him.
Yeah.
I bit him once.
I wonder if it makes up for not having any GD legs.
Yeah.
I was cussed.
Wow.
But I feel bad for snakes, man.
Where's a guy like me get a little action around here? It's like just rubbing himself on the sand all day
I know.
long.
Well, imagine, don't you hate stepping an S word? Imagine you got to crawl through that.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah, I'd be venomous as well.
That's what I'm saying. I'm biting something.
Snakes are the worst.
The worst, and they hate it too. You know they don't like
they
themselves.
hate being snakes.
Yeah. You ever seen a snake look in a mirror? They can't. They can't stand the look of themselves. It's sort of like me.
Oh.
I think a lot of snake therapists have said, look inwards, snakes.
Yes.
Find yourself.
Spend some time with yourself, snake. Learn to love yourself.
No.
Can I do one more?
That's
sport
right.
things?
Yes, Jon Bonnes would like to do
I'm
one.
trying to get Zach Halverson, instead of going to Colby, Kansas, to go to Wichita, Kansas, because the 2 best stories in the Twins minor leagues are in Wichita right now, and they have a home game, and one of those stories is the starting pitcher tonight. That story is Zebby Matthews, who is a pitcher that was not particularly highly regarded before the season began. He started the season in high A. He's already been promoted to double A. It looks like he's way too good for double A. He has got a 51-1 strikeout to walk ratio right now in 37 innings. And this guy came out of nowhere and suddenly added 4 or 5 miles per hour to his fastball, and he's a completely different pitcher. I mean, he was already kind of a prospect just because he had great control. Now he's got great stuff to go with that great control, and people are people are wondering just how high he can move up the prospect. Like, he could be a top 20 prospect nationwide before this season is over if he continues doing what he's doing, and I wouldn't be shocked if we see him in St. Paul at least sometime this year. So.
Zach, did that convince you to stop in Wichita?
If it was any other state than Kansas, maybe, but I don't know if I want to spend any more time than I have to in that state.
You're going to be in Colby anyway.
Yeah.
What's in Colby?
Yeah.
Wichita's also just a great place to watch a game. That's a beautiful stadium. It was built as a AAA stadium, but they never had a AAA team play there because that was the year of COVID.
Oh.
So that was their first year. The AAA team never played there, and then they got assigned to AA team after the reorg. So,
does that make you want to go, Zacho?
Keep going,
He's
John.
close.
I'm close.
I'll give you the second biggest story is Emmanuel Rodriguez, the Twins' number 3 overall prospect.
Oh, Emmanuel.
He is.
Say that again.
What?
Emmanuel Rodriguez, the Twins.
What's his first name?
Number 3. Oh, Emmanuel.
You're my son.
Remember when Rosie tried to act like he didn't know who Emmanuel was?
Stay away from Rosie.
Careful, Hawk.
Did you say tickles? Think tiny.
Hey, so when I play this, Chris, when I play that off the button bar, do the podcasters hear this or not?
Yeah, they do.
Good, because otherwise this segment would be bad.
Yeah. People would be like, what are they referencing?
And this has to be public domain at this point. Well, I don't know, Zach. Can you make it to Wichita? It's only 2.5 hours away.
Touching himself.
Except for snakes.
Because they got no hands and they hate themselves.
But what really matters is this.
Let me tell you about this. Think about this. You're an elephant. Sauce. Think about it. No, stay with me, sweets.
Try to imagine.
Stay with me, sweet pea.
I'm listening.
You're an elephant. You're in the forest, wherever they live. Elephants live in forests, right? Hell, I don't know. Stay with me.
Sure, sometimes.
You know what else lives there? Snakes.
Yeah.
Did you know that a king cobra, its venom is so strong and so voluminous that it can kill an elephant? Did you know that?
No.
I would never have thought that. I've never thought that a damned elephant has to watch out for snakes.
Oh. What's the food chain rank on those snakes then?
I don't think a snake
got to
would
be
choke
towards
that
the
down.
top.
Yeah, boy.
Well, what can take out a cobra then? Like a mongoose?
Lawnmower?
Can a mongoose do it?
Lawnmower, yeah.
A mongoose can't, sure.
Sauce, why don't you Google predators of the king cobra?
Yeah.
And see what happens.
And see if Dateline shows up.
I think Jewy Bowen is in her underwear.
Enunciate, you idiot.
What'd I say?
You skipped the L.
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
It must have cut off. Yeah, I didn't. I definitely said Julie, but yeah.
All of us heard it differently.
Yep.
Jeez.
I just keep driving, buddy.
Yeah, go straight into the Pacific. Oh, man. Let's just play this again and go home.
Yep. The mongoose.
Is that it?
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
That's the only
They're
one?
naturally resistant or immune to the snake venom.
Well, it's spent years building up immunity to iocane powder. So think about that. Mongooses or mongooses have been bitten so many times, whatever tense you want to use, they have immunity to venom.
Man.
But no mention of Julie Bowen.
What was her name again?
Julie Bowen.
EJ Manuel.
I'm sweating.
Same.
Oh, man. That's the only one, the mongoose.
Yep. That's it, man.
Wow, think about being a king cobra. Now, it's a little bit like great white sharks with orcas. Great white sharks are just driving around, and they don't care about anything. Then an orca shows up and they crap their pants.
Yeah, I wonder if a king cobra, it rolls up on a mongoose and knows it's a mongoose.
Right.
It's like, son of a bitch.
Like, that's the only thing I have to worry about, and there it is.
And guys, they eat snakes, right?
Sure.
Oh,
I guess the snakes win once in a while, though, right? The king cobra still has to win.
Well, yeah,
against the mongoose once in a while.
I've got to see if there's. All right, I'm on YouTube right now. I want to see mongoose versus snake. Mongoose versus king cobra.
I've seen that film before.
Yeah, right.
Hi, Marty.
Now that is a video. That is a fight I'd pay to watch. Oh yeah, Smithsonian's got some stuff. Here we go. Here they go. Mongoose looks like a little P word too. He looks like a squirrel. Oh man, he looks just like a
He's
squirrel.
the snake to my mongoose.
Yeah.
Or the mongoose to my snake.
Golly gee.
Either way, it's bad. I do know animals.
Brilliant.
Man, she fluffs her tail. This looks like a squirrel, Marnie.
The mongoose
The
does?
mongoose just looks like a squirrel.
That can kill a king cobra.
The king cobra's like, does this squirrel know it's messing with the wrong non-legged thing? Because I took out an elephant yesterday named Meat Sauce Paul.
Oh, that's me.
Golly gee. This is the craziest thing I've ever seen, guys. You got to see this.
That is a good point, though. Think if on one day you take out Manu the Slender.
Yeah, correct.
And then the next day you get your ass kicked by Gary Coleman. You're like, I don't understand physics. That's got to be frustrating to take down an elephant, but then have to worry about a mongoose.
Man.
I bit that elephant once and it fell over and died. Why is this mongoose kicking my ass?
Wow.
Fascinating.
Yeah, I'm pretty fascinated by nature and stuff.
I want immunity to venom.
That'd be sweet.
That would be sweet.
That'd be, yeah.
I still wouldn't like to be attacked by a snake.
I was going to say, you'd still be afraid of snakes.
Oh, 100%.
Well, yeah.
All right, let's do the news when we get back. Marty Gellner is here. Game 4 tonight. Oh, boy. Game 4. Wolves and Mavericks. More with Marty Gellner and Jon Bonnes after this on The Fan.
This mongoose is tracking down this snake.